Nepal is a beautiful country in Asia. Nepal is a landlocked country. It is mainly situated in the Himalayas and but also includes parts of the Indo plain. It borders Tibet region of China to the north and India to the south, east and west, while it is narrowly separated from Bangladesh by the Silgori corridor and from Bhutan also. यानी इसके बॉर्डर जो है भूटान से भी लगते हैं, इंडिया से भी लगते हैं, थोड़ा सा कुछ एरिया जो है वो बांग्लादेश के भी करीब है. सो दे हैव वेरी गुड बॉर्डर देयर. So and 8 of the world's 10 tallest mountains, including Mount Everest, the highest point on earth, Kathmandu is the nation's capital and the largest city. So their official language is Nepali. Most of the Nepalis, every Nepali, they know the Nepali language and they speak Nepali language. So their capital is Kathmandu, and Kathmandu is also the largest city. Official language Nepali, and there are ethnic groups in Nepal. So the ethnic 30% is Khas Arya, 16% are Chhatri, 11% are Pahun, 2% are Thakri, and 6% are Magar, 6.2% are Tharu. Tamang also there, they are more than 5%, and Kami and Nivar and Yadav and others are also there. So if we will talk about the religion in Nepal, so there is a main religion is Hinduism. Most of the people are Hindu. 81% people are Hindu, and 8% people are Buddhist, and 5% people are Muslims, and 2% people are Christians there, and Jainism also 0.1% are there. So their currency is Nepali rupee. So their president name is Ram Chandra. Vice president is Ram Soha Yadav. Their prime minister is Pushpa Kamal. So chief justice name is Prasad Shrestha. So they have a federal parliament, they have a national assembly, house of representatives. So if we will talk about the area of Nepal, Nepal have a total 147,516 kilometers square area. So this means that they have 14 million, 14 million 147,516 kilometers square area. So this is like 56,000 square miles basically. So if we will talk about their population is like 30 million, more than 30 million. So 30 million and 30.6 million, and this country is a beautiful country. They have green fields, they have very good tall mountains, and they have very good Nepal have very good heights there. Even Mount Everest is also there in Nepal. So the name Nepal is first recorded in texts from the Vedic period of the Indian subcontinent, the era in ancient Nepal when Hinduism was founded, the predominant religion of the country. In the middle of the first millennium BC, Buddha, the founder of Buddhism, was born in Lumbini in southern Nepal. Parts of northern Nepal were intertwined with the culture of Tibet. The centrally locked Kathmandu Valley is intertwined with the culture of Indo-Aryans and was the seat of the prosperous, so known as a Nepal Mandala. So that is very famous. And branch of the ancient Silk Roads was dominated by the valley traders. The cosmopolitan religion and developed distinct traditionally art and architecture by the 18th century. The Gorkha kingdom achieved the unification of Nepal. The Shah dynasty established the Kingdom of Nepal and later formed an alliance with the British Empire under its Rana dynasty of premier. The country was never colonized but served as a buffer state between Imperial China and British India. Parliamentary democracy was introduced in 1951 but was twice suspended by Nepalese monarchs. In 1960 and 2005, the Nepalese Civil War in the 1990 and early 2000 resulted in the establishment of a secular republic in 2008, ending the world's last Hindu monarchy. The Constitution of Nepal, adopted in 2015, formed the country as a secular federal parliamentary republic divided into 7 provinces. Nepal was admitted to United Nations in 1955 and friendship treaties were signed with India in 1950 and China in 1960. Nepal hosts the permanent secretariat of the South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation of SAARC, and of which it is a founding member. Nepal is also a member of the Nine Aligned Movement and Bay of Bengali Initiative. The Nepalese armed forces are the fifth largest in South Asia and are notable for the Gorkha history, particularly during the world wars, and have been a significant contributors to United Nations while peacekeeping operations. So, if we will talk about the history about ancient Nepal, so by 55,000 years ago, the first modern humans have arrived on the Indian subcontinent from Africa, where they had earlier evolved. The earliest known modern human remains in South Asia date to about 30,000 years ago. The oldest discovered archaeological evidence of human settlements in Nepal dates to around the same time. After 6500 BC, evidence for the domestication of food crops and animals, construction of permanent structures, and storage of agricultural surplus appeared in Mehergarh and other sites in what is now Balochistan. These gradually developed into the Indus Valley civilization, the first urban culture in South Asia. So these sites of in this area been discovered in the Sivalik hills of Dang district, the earliest inhabitant of modern Nepal and adjoining areas, and believed to be people from the Indus Valley civilization. It is possible that the peoples whose history predates the honest of the Bronze Age in the Indian subcontinent around 6300 BC. So, if we will talk about the around 600 BC, small kingdoms and confederations of clans arise in the southern region of Nepal. From one of these, the Shakya polity, arose a prince who later renounced his status to lead an ascetic life, founded Buddhism. and came to be known as Gautama Buddha, traditionally dated 563 to 483 BC. So Nepal came to be established as a land of spirituality and refuge in the intervening centuries, played an important role in transmitting Buddhism to East Asia via Tibet and helped preserve Hindu and Buddhist. So if we talk about Kathmandu Valley, the Kartas were pushed eastward by the Lukas at the Nepal is a beautiful country of 30 million people, and the one thing is very good in Nepal that all the Nepalis they speak the same language. They all know the Nepali language. Their national language is also Nepali, and all the Nepalis, all 30 million people, they all know about this language. So they have the same language in the whole country. Nepal is a very beautiful country, and they have very rich culture, and they have art, fun. They have very good civilization. So they have hills and mountains and lovely area, lovely field crops are there, and Nepali people are very hardworking. They do hard work where they are working, wherever they are working, no problem, but they do the hard work. Nepal is the country of the Mount Everest, the highest mountain peak in the world, and the birthplace of Buddha in Lamgini. So basically, Nepal is a landlocked country in South Asia and is bordered by China and India, and it is located in the Himalayas and contains 8 of the world's 10 highest peaks. The government system is a federal parliamentary republic. The chief of state is the president, and the head of government is the prime minister.